Boom, 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 boom. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Welcome to the show. Boom, boom. Confessions of a former fuckboy. Boom, boom, boom. From Minister Bink, Bink, Bink.
All right, so welcome to Chronicles of a Reformed Fuckboy. My name is Binkey. We are here in Brooklyn, actually. See, Brooklyn.
Be good.
Yeah.
Lying.
Yeah.
Lying.
You know what I'm saying? Mostly. But I'm here with a bunch of Brooklynites. That's fair? Is that now? All right. So my name is Binkey. We'll go around and introduce ourselves right now.
Yeah.
You want going around?
Melissa.
My name is Richard Johnson.
My name is Kezi,
AKA Boosie.
My name is Naliaka, aka Nali.
Nolly.
Sorry.
We supposed to know that? We supposed to know that, right? Hey, is this shot o'clock?
It's shot o'clock.
Shot o'clock.
Only one with a
Oh, man. No, here you go, man.
It's okay.
It's shot o'clock.
Can I say my name again?
Yes, please. What is
She
that
wants to
again?
get a redo.
Here we do, ready?
My name is Melissa.
Melissa.
The accent was different. The accent-
Melissa has lost her voice, but we know what she's trying to say. Everybody on three. Melissa. 1, 2, 3. Melissa. Hey, cheers, y'all.
You might
Cheers,
also know
man.
me as Rich Colt.
You feel me? Shot o'clock, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Drops.
It's like no, we are shooting tequila. Woo.
Feel the mandate.
Explode.
All right, boom.
All right. Subject at hand.
Bring us on in. Bring us on in, baby.
All right.
Subject at hand. We are talking about the act of ghosting. You know what I'm saying? The act of ghosting. This is something that we talked about on the show before, but I would like to have the opinion of a lot more of the people because it seems to be going a lot of places. So my opinion, so far, we've gotten to the point of like, there's levels of ghosting. You know what I mean? I'm on the fence. I just let you know how I feel in the gate. It's like, people told me, since we've been having this conversation, is that people feel like there are people where no answer is an answer. You feel me? Like they feel like no answer is the answer. And then on the other hand, you feel like someone who, depending on the situation, if you just leave somebody in the unknown, it's kind of fucking rude. You feel me? Like it's like to leave someone ruminating about not knowing why they just fucking disappeared. It doesn't do well for communication.
Okay, but are they crazy?
Fair. That's what I'm saying. Levels. Please elaborate, Melissa.
Levels.
Elaborate on crazy?
Yes, please.
What makes
like
what determines your reason to ghost somebody?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I'm gonna say what I said before. When I was younger, I would ghost you for nothing. Like, you had some crust in your upper lip one day. Never hear from me again. But like then I did this thing and it like really like made me see myself and made me understand that other people have feelings like I do.
That's crazy.
You got ghosted.
No. I did this like this whole program, but like it really made me like what a crazy thing to think. I was like really like, yo, all that matters is me and how I feel. But then I was like, oh my God, if I could prevent someone being hurt the way that I now understand that I could be hurt, why would I do that shit? Like, I got you. So if nothing else, then I'll try to communicate. I will communicate as best as I can. But
if they're crazy,
right.
If I did communicate, if we've gone through several layers of the shit, and you still refuse to let go, you might get blocked.
So basically,
you might get ghosted.
But you're communicating.
Yeah, that's not ghosting.
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
Because you told them what it was.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that happened to me. Like I used to be the number one ghoster. Like
number one ghoster.
Like, all the time. Because like I just pretend like I wouldn't even pretend. I would just ghost. But then I learned that like wow, it actually doesn't. I think I was thinking like you like. If you don't, no answer is the answer. Like, clearly I'm not interested. Like, clearly I haven't texted you back. Like, why are you still texting me all day and night? And then moving into the DMs and moving into the Facebook, that's too much.
One thing I've noticed is, people are petty as hell. If you ghost somebody and don't give them a real reason, and there's no underlying reason, like as Melissa said, explaining to them, yo, you can't do this, or this is too crazy for me. If you just randomly stop talking to somebody, they're more inclined to start just acting like it's nothing. Like, oh, maybe they're just busy, or maybe it's but they're still gonna reach out to you because they actually low key deep down inside want you to be like,
acknowledge
vocal.
it. At least say
like,
something.
Yeah.
Hey man, well, yeah, into you, bro. Peace. But if you keep like seeing, like, oh hello, and then they're gonna keep on helloing your ass.
That shit wild though. Like, don't ghost me and then be liking all my shit. That's weird a little bit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had a lot of
Someone
people do that to
ghosted me and then just Facebook friended me recently.
What are you doing?
You know who you are. It was 3 weeks ago. Out of nowhere, pop up.
That's what I'm saying. Now, look at all we're ruminating. We don't know why someone did it, and it leaves us to think like, what the fuck? Like, and all right. So with you, Melissa, you said that you used to do it a lot, but then you realized you was fucking people over a little bit, or just you didn't want to feel that way or make them feel that way. But like, I forgot my point. Fuck. All right. So like, when it's happening, G, like, damn, I had it for a second and I lost it again. It was so quick. It was right there on the tip. It's right there on the tip. If you go somebody.
I'll tell you right now, I'm soft as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just don't want to like make anybody feel pain for no reason.
Got it. I remember what I was saying. Got it. I'm sorry, baby. What were you doing? What I was saying was, as far as empathy, you feel me? Like empathy in those moments. Like, wouldn't you want somebody to tell you? And then, what do you think? Do you think by ghosting people, you are actually creating fuck people?
In my opinion, I've been at plenty of times where I engage somebody in conversation and it's positive, but my mind's in a whole nother state. So I would never even attempt to get their number or get their IG, or maybe I get their IG or something, but it's just like that. It's nothing like, hit me up tomorrow. It's nothing like, yo, hit me up, we gonna talk.
Mm-hmm.
And, some people don't see me again, they'll take offense to it, like, yo, like, what happened? I'm like, yo, bro, like, I don't remember you. You know what I'm saying?
But that's like the beginning stages.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's like nothing
Yeah.
happened yet, really.
Yeah.
Y'all just kind of like exchanging information.
Ghosted.
Yeah. you ghosted me before you ghosted me, nigga? That's nice.
I think that's fine. I think it's
that's
weird
easy.
if someone says, I'm going to hit you up tomorrow, or we're going to go out next week. Like,
or we actually have an established relationship. Like, maybe we're not in a relationship, but like, we have rapport.
there were plans,
we
that were on the table. I'll call you tomorrow. Yeah. Like, if a plan was made, and that's what I consider ghosting. Like, if it was all wishy-washy and there was no commitment and no one said they were going to hit up anybody, then...
Yeah, and there's no...
And it just fades. Sometimes things just phase out.
Yeah, that's
the more
another
they
thing.
do it, the more it phases out. Right?
People don't talk about that shit. Just kind of like...
That's why you call it ghosting. They be phasing.
Yeah, but that's a phase.
I think that's different.
That is, got to be
like
different.
I've had a couple phase outs. It's like, none of us are really putting in it.
When you ghost somebody, you're really lacking accountability. Because, like, if something's not working for you, say what's up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Like, if you just leave me flat out and, like, I really thought things were going good. Now, how am I feeling? I'm feeling like, yo, what did I do wrong?
You never know.
Is there something wrong?
That to me, I feel like the funniest thing.
Am I not, like, and, people spiral real quick, and, like, I feel like we all have enough sense of self to, like, still make it through.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, still, it's a blow. So,
yeah.
like, what happened?
Now, I want to be the devil's advocate of that, because I thought of that, too. I'm like, I would want to know what the fuck the reason is. You know, at least say something.
Yeah.
But also, the crust in the side of your eye, like you said earlier, that was the reason. But you want to hear that shit. Like, what?
They probably wouldn't even listen to you when you said that. Like, girl, shut up. You're joking.
You remember Shallow Hal?
Yes.
It's like, her second toe was too long.
Yeah.
He was like, and she was beautiful as hell.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm good.
You see that second toe, bro.
You have to tell them exactly, because I had a good friend who he didn't know how to like tell this girl because he just simply wasn't attracted to her. Mm-hmm. He's like, I feel embarrassed, and he's like, and that's my truth. Like that's
being
real.
Nice to her.
Like he's like, hard, I can't do it. Like I like her a lot.
Like, girl, I'm gay.
I was like,
for a week.
You don't have to tell her. You don't have to be like, you're ugly. Bye. And you don't have to go. So you can just literally just tell her. Like, listen, like this is not in line with like what I'm looking for. Like, you don't have to tell them that they have breasts and they have.
Yeah. It's like,
I feel like
hurtful,
when two people are in that type of situation, when ghosting is different than like if it's somebody that's platonic. Because I find myself ghosting people, not in the way, I don't fuck with them. But, and me personally, if I've been ghosted by anybody,
I'm just kind of bored, bro.
Right.
Like, it could be like, I could wake up, I could be fucking depressed. I could be depressed that day. I'm like, I don't want to do nothing. I know I tell everybody all week I'm going to do this shit. It's Saturday. I don't want to do this shit right now. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't voice that. I can't express that, or I'm embarrassed to express that. So when it happens to me on the flip, I always eat good luck, baby. Good luck.
Yo, peace to Bossy's out here.
Bossy's out.
He's ghosting us. Bossy Boosie is out of here.
You about to be a
Boosie,
boss.
would you like to add anything before you leave, man? About to start going? You gonna ghost us?
No.
Ghosting us.
You just got ghosted.
Yeah. So as I was saying, like when somebody I get ghosted by somebody I have a rapport with, or have a good I guess social interaction with or whatever, or we know each other for a minute, and that happens, I know that it's something that they can't control, or I mean, maybe I'm just being conceited. I'm like, well, it can't be me. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's the thing. Nobody fucking knows.
Yeah, it's a defense mechanism.
Say again, babe.
Can't be me is a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's what it is. Like, yo, we are all whole and complete as hell, but like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have ego issues. Like a motherfucker, a whole mural sitting somewhere. That's like ghost me is like, what is wrong with you?
do you not know who you go
That's crazy. Like, why would you? That's what's weird. And it to me, it is weird though. Not only just because, especially, I think people get hurt by ghosting the most when it happens out of nowhere and for no reason that you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, all right, good rapport, good communication, had a good time. Like, and then just.
What is your definition of ghosting?
saw her smile at least once.
At least. Minimally.
I feel like, what is your definition of ghosting? Is it like you just not hitting somebody back?
I think it's a disappearance. I think it's a disappearance. Yeah, I think it's a straight up disappearance.
I mean, I've had friends, like we know each other for years. Sometimes we might go months, maybe even like half a year without talking.
But y'all gonna talk again.
Yeah, you feel me? If I hit them up, they right there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's not ghosting. That's just a relationship y'all know y'all have that y'all created and y'all agreed to. Okay. You feel me? But like, I'm talking about somebody. I think, and I think that's what I was bringing up earlier. That I was trying to get to, that I could not articulate. Is ghosting is detrimental because somebody might try to let's say I'm getting to know somebody new, right? Yeah. And she's been ghosted, right? She's been ghosted by people she's had good times with, where she might have even like fucked or something and had good time, like had great times with, but then all of a sudden nothing. She will try to ghost me before she knows I'm going to ghost her.
The pre-ghost.
What's my motto? That I got from Missy Elliott. I'm gonna break up with him before he dumped me. You won't catch me. Good night.
But see, that's hurt. I got. That's just hurt people hurting people.
I was gonna say that's the worst thing.
So I'm trying not to do that no more. But
the worst thing about being ghosted is you start going through a list of what you did. Like you start thinking it's your fault. All these examples, it's always the other person not wanting to confront themselves. Yeah. Not wanting to confront, like,
not being honest.
Even the scammy situation, even I'm gonna ghost you before you ghost me, it's all about them. It's never about you. And we always sit here getting ghosted thinking, what the fuck did I do? And literally, 9 times out of 10, you didn't do anything. It's that person dealing with whatever it is. Their insecurity. Yeah. They're scared you're gonna leave them. The crust in your eyes.
Let me tell you something. One time I've been ghosted and it actually fucking hurt.
The one time?
Let me tell you, I've been ghosted many times. Okay, this one actually fucking hurt. Because you know when you actually go out of your way to be like a decent person, when you're probably not one.
You're like, for once.
I did it right. Got me. I did it fucking right, yo. I didn't say nothing weird. I listened to you. No sexual innuendos. Facts. Like, I kept it friendly. I didn't like, when we spoke, it wasn't like forced, you know what I mean? And then I'm just like, that. It's even fucked up when the person is close, like, you know what I mean? Like, not emotionally close, but like, lives down the block or some shit, or in your neighborhood.
You see this motherfucker to store them all.
You see them. You see them while you go. Yo, one of my best times is calling people I know for ghosting and staring at them and watching them not pick up their phone. Just so I can know. Because I'm a spiteful ass person. I just want to know.
Also a stalker ass person is what that sounds
like. No, you saying they live close.
I'm not seeing them. Because I'm like, bro, how you going to go somebody that you see every day? Like, we are 2 buildings away from each other, bro. Like, we go to the same spots.
That'd be hilarious.
We know the same people.
That'd be hilarious. You was at a grocery store and you did the whole call, they didn't pick up. You just walk past their car like, that's crazy.
Take their car up.
Right. You take something in their car.
Oh, God.
What you do is you leave a message while you're walking by them. Hey, just checking up on you. Oh, there you go.
And keep leaving a message.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I just, I'll see you when I see
So
you.
they can hear they trifling ass forever. That's
Hey, when you get this message, yo, hit me up with your trifling ass as you look right at them.
Yo, this girl ghosted me.
Also,
I did everything right.
on your card.
I did everything
I
right.
definitely don't check my messages.
I hit her up and I'm just like, bet we gonna do this day. She's like, bet. And it was like, I think we were building like a brand basically. You know what I'm saying? Like a music thing, some shit. Boy, when I say she just disappeared, and I'm like, oh well, she probably got busy. She probably got like boyfriend or something, or she's probably traveling, or things have just changed. I'm telling myself, I tell myself these things. I think it's just changed because I don't want to ultimately tell myself, oh, this person's fucking crazy, or I did something fucking wrong. So I just automatically assume that there's other things at play. But then when the ghosting continues and this person's unreachable, or even worse, when you actually do get a hold of them and they're like, what the fuck do you want? You know what I'm saying? You're like, what the fuck?
You see, the whole thing is you're left to just ruminate. You don't know. And as a kid, man, I know, like I tell her this all the time. Like I didn't got popped in the mouth just because I need that information. On my burger, I'm like, this don't make sense. This don't make sense. I'm like, all right, I'll go tomorrow. But why? Like, but why though? Make it make sense to me. And you can, and even if it has to be personal. That's because we go to that. We are like, yo, well, it can't be me. It has to be personal. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's hard to say to somebody. Maybe that communication is hard to, like, what I was thinking about my dad when I was
She ain't never seen real love before.
Not at all. Not once.
She's scared of it.
When a real nigga came along, she know what to do. You feel me? Or is the crust in your eye? All right, so let's move on. Let's move on from that. Here's a different question. Do you have fuckboys in your family?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, way to admit that. I didn't expect to come out that soon, but here we are.
Probably sure my dad is one. But not like, you know.
Is fuckboy hereditary?
No.
Oh my god, my dad is one. I think I'm one.
Okay, fair. Look at that. See, look, we're reaching. Come here.
We're reaching. We're making progress.
It's okay.
My
You're good.
dad and my brothers are great.
My dad's
And my mom's
What do you think?
amazing.
Wait, first of all.
Definition?
I've never been on your show, and I want to know what your definition, or I guess the popular definition of what a fuckboy is.
Okay. I think it is, first of all, is gender non-biased. Okay,
I agree with this 100%.
Start there. It's called fuckboy because of the way that men have been moving, and how it's very, very visible how we motherfucking move. But women are definitely fuckboys or fuckgirls.
They kind of
definitely
fuck people.
So what fuck people have in common? Fuckboy, my definition of it, is someone who is dishonest, who is very selfish, who uses sex and love as a weapon, and as a way to self-suffice. You know what I'm saying? Like someone who manipulates in order to get what they want in that case, and a bad communicator, terrible communicator. So all those things, all the characteristics. I
understand. I can agree with that.
What's up, babe? What's up?
I feel like adding a bad communicator at the last second took away from it.
You think so?
They're not bad communicators. They choose to be bad.
You know what? Okay, so I have this ex who sold me every dream that I didn't know that I wanted. And I was like, wow, okay, let's do this. We're going to do all this shit together. Let's do it. Terrible fucking communicator. And I believe that he believed himself. So it's different to like, still a fuckboy, yes. But like, a not intentional fuckboy.
Still a fuckboy.
Still a fuckboy.
Still a fuckboy. That's and
so like it's just like he believed himself, but then like, so do we separate fuckboy beliefs from fuckboy dreams?
100%. Yeah, because here's the thing though. We was talking about this levels of fuckboy, like what a fuckboy. They have those things in common, but how they use those things is different. I think real quick, one of my homies was like, "Yo, can a fuckboy be are you still a fuckboy if you are a faithful fuckboy?" I was like, "Yes, you can still be a fuckboy in that sense." Because I added bad communication there because you could be. I've been a fuckboy in the sense of bad communication where I was doing things that I didn't want to do, right? And because of that, it made me have some fuck tendencies. And if I was just honest, you know what I'm saying, I probably wouldn't have done that shit. But I was trying to be a good person, but still want some fuck shit. So it's like, it's just levels. You know what I'm saying? It's just levels. You feel me?
And I think that's where the levels come in to like that where you're just overreaching and overachieving or trying to do over nice and you're just doing too much at one time. But to me, like what you said before the bad communication, honestly, boom. You think the character that
boom.
You think the character from Wolf of Wall Street was a bad communicator?
Because he's a cheater. Because he was cheating on his lady.
But not just his lady. He was cheating everybody that spoke to him. He was feeding them dreams. He was telling them lies to get what he had to get.
No, he was a great communicator.
He was a great communicator,
he was
right?
a liar, though.
But he was a fuckboy because he was giving them false promises.
That's intentional. So intentional
fuckboys, yeah.
Like, that's being manipulative.
I feel like when it's intentional, when you go into a situation like I'm gonna get it, then you're a fuckboy. If you go into a situation like, oh, I want to do this, but I don't know if I can, nigga, you just probably
a bum.
He's a bum. You know what I mean?
See, I was a fuckboy since I was a cheater.
Might be a little retarded. I mean, a little fucking.
I used to cheat on my relationships a lot. You know, feel me? Like
physically or emotionally?
Physically. I couldn't cheat. Emotionally, I think is the worst part of cheating.
Oh, yeah.
But also physical shit, I would cheat and then I would lie about it sometimes. Or I just end up telling the truth. But I was a bad communicator because I would want something and not say that I wanted. And just sneak off and go do it. But I was a good nigga in the community. I teach kids. I mentor and shit. So I fooled myself into thinking I wasn't a fuckboy because my heart was pure.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King?
Yeah. So that's basically like the whole premise of like this whole like, I guess this whole like work I'm trying to write out right now. Just trying to figure that out, like the difference between those two people and how similar they are and how low key a lot of people in this world are doing the exact same shit every fucking day.
Well, maybe fuckboy is too narrow of a name.
It's very narrow.
There's levels to it, though.
There's mad levels to that shit. Like, if you're going to say somebody that's aspiration is to use their body to obtain somebody else's, like, lively stock, like, what about every woman who's just getting married to somebody, to a rich guy, or who just wants, like, we don't label them like fuckboys. We label them, like, they're go-getters. They're strong, like, or they're gold diggers. But we never go, that's actually fucked up. And we shouldn't be like,
but no, that's not fair because that rich man has enough money to choose. And he chooses her.
Okay.
He knows.
Tim, situation number 2. I was talking to a girl who tried to make me a fuckboy. She said, please, just give me the dick.
Sign this contract right
I will give you whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look, I don't want that.
No, that's called being a sugar baby. That's not a fuckboy.
Yeah, it's like process.
She wanted me to lie.
She
wanted me to lie. She was encouraging the lie. She was like, please lay with me. I don't want to lay with you. Why not?
No. That's terms and conditions.
That is terms and conditions.
If we have an agreement, you're not disregarding me because we made this agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Nigga, but the agreement, lie to me. What's up?
Yeah, that's real. She's like, lie to me here, fuck me here.
And you're looking at me as, this guy was just giving me this D, whatever, and I'm giving him all these things that he does not want to get back to me. Or I'm not making no promises.
We've honestly agreed that we're lying.
Yep.
So what's up?
Yep. You're not a fuck boy. You're a fucking boy.
Right. We are co-conspirators.
You fucking boy.
Yeah.
But the thing that killed me the most is the irony is like she was one of those like real righteous. I think she had a podcast too, like really ranking on.
What are you trying to say, bro?
No, you go on a platform and you basically demonize this type of person that you're trying to make somebody into.
You know what I mean? Like, man, can we please get into that? Can we please get into fuck girls, please?
What do you mean?
We can stop this. You guys are great. Thank you for this.